run down the stairs. So, the story of the old man may well be true.
Except for the fact that the old man absolutely swore on oath that it was only 15 seconds.
We all agree that it was between 25 and 47 days.
You're now admitting that the old man lied in one case and told the truth in the other. I admit, it does seem to confirm the old man's story, but now he's a proven liar. And that's by your own admission.
That may be true that the old man lies in part. But I think we'll change my vote once more. Guilty.
What about you? What do you think?
I'm not just sure what I think. I want to talk some more. At first I thought guilty. Then I changed. Now I'm sorry to bring it back to guilty.
What about you?
No, I am now in real doubt. Real doubt.
You know, I think I was right the first time. I'm gonna say guilty.
Now we're beginning to make some sense.
It looks like it's 9-3 in favor of guilty.
All right, there's something else I'd like to ask you. Have any of you lived in an apartment building?
I do not know what you are thinking, but I know what I am thinking. What's that? I do not live in a tenement, but it is close, and there is just enough light in the hall so that you can see the steps. No more. Those light bulbs are so very small. Remember how we stumbled in the steps?
The police officers was using their bulb. The one he had a flashlight, remember?
An old man who misjudged the time by 20 seconds. On this point, we all agree. This old man looked down the dark hallway of a tenement and recognized a running figure.
He was 100% wrong about the time it took. It took twice as long as he thought.
Then could not the old man be 100% wrong about who he saw?
You're supposed to see how to think of other words. You're making that up out of thin air. But what about the jury? Let's just be honest about it.
Do you truly feel there is no room for reasonable doubt?
Yes, I do.
I beg your pardon, but perhaps you do not understand the term reasonable doubt.
What do you mean I don't understand? Who do you think you are to talk to me like that? You know, how do you like her? She comes running over here for her life, and before she can even take a big breath, she's telling us how to run the show. The arrogance of her.
And no one here is asking where anyone came
I
from,
was born right here.
or where your father came from.
Maybe it wouldn't hurt for us to take a few tips from people who come running here. We're not so perfect.
Please, I insist. It's all right.
No, it's not all right.
Okay. I apologize. Is that what you want?
Yes, that's what I want.
Can we stop this arguing now? Who's got something constructive to say? Well, something's been bothering me a little. This whole business about the sad woman and how it was made, the downward angle with it, you know?
Nah, don't tell me we're going to start that. They went over it and over it in court.
I know they did, but I don't go along with it. The boy is 5 foot 8 inches tall. His father is 6'2". That's a difference of 6 inches. It's a very awkward thing to say down to the chest someone who's a half foot taller than you are.
Look, you're not going to be satisfied until you see a demonstration. Somebody get up. Now pay attention. I don't want to have to do this. Is this 6 inches?
That's more than 6 inches.
Let it be more. Look out! No! Calm down! Yeah, nobody's got hurt.
Nobody got hurt.
Now look, this was the angle. Down and in. That's how I said a man taller than me. That's how it was done. Take a look. Tell me I'm wrong.
Down again. I guess there's no argument with that.
Have you ever stabbed a man?
Of course not. Did you? Come on, let's not. Did you? No, I did.
So where do you get all this information about how it's done?
What do you mean? It's just common sense.
Have you ever seen a man stabbed?
No.
All right, let me ask you this. This kid is an experienced knife fighter. He went to a form school for knifing someone. Isn't that so?
That's right.
All right, look at this. Doesn't it seem like an awkward way to handle a knife?
What are you asking me for? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's the matter with you? Let me see that now.
Have you ever seen a knife fight?
Sure I have.
In the movie?
In the movies. In my backyard, on my stoop, in the vacant lot across the street. Far too many of them. Swiss knives come with the neighborhood around them. Guess you try to forget those things, you know? But anybody who's ever used a Swiss knife would have never stabbed down. You just don't handle a Swiss knife that way. Use it underhanded, like this. See?
So we could have made the common door that killed the dog.
Man, suppose it's conceivable, but it's not likely. Not everybody had experience with the Swiss knife. We all know that the kid had a lot of experience with Swiss knife. I don't believe it.
Neither do I. You're giving us a lot of mumbo jumbo.
What do you think?
Well, I don't know.
What about you?
Look, I'll tell you all something. I'm getting a little sick of this whole thing, all right? We're getting nowhere fast. Why don't we just break it up and go home?
Before we do anything, I'd like to pull this together first.
Oh, so to be good.
That's right. Just let him go ahead.
Well, so that's here, look, I'm an advertiser. I'm used to the big boys pulling things together. You know, let's chip up a few shots to see if any of them land on the ground.
I want y'all to look at this logic.
We have
Guilt. I want to know if the kid is smart or dumb.
What do you mean?
This kid has gone to a form school for knife fighting. The night of the murder, he bought a knife, a switch knife. This has to be a very stupid kid to kill a man, his father, with an instrument that everybody associates with the bullet.
That's why I agree. He's dumb.
However, if he's dumb, why would he make a wound an inexperienced man would make with a knife?
I'm not sure I understand.
It takes great emotion and great hatred to kill someone. He would have had to use the knife as best as he could. A trained knife fighter would use it the way he's been trained, under him. A man who hasn't been trained, over him. This kid is being very smart. Smart enough that everyone knows he's an experienced knife fighter. So if he's smart enough at that moment to make a wound an amateur would make, this man, a smart man, smart enough to wipe off the fingerprints away, perhaps smart enough to wait for the L to go by and cover the nose. So is this man smart or is he dumb?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Well, the one across the L train saw the murder through the L track, but maybe someone in that train could have seen the murder through.
That's a possibility, but no one that we know of.
It would take an awfully dumb man to take that chance. Doing the murder as the train was out?
Exactly. A dumb man, a very stupid man, a man led by emotion. He probably didn't hear nothing. He probably didn't even hear the train coming. Whoever killed the father did it as best as they could.
So?
This kid is dumb enough to do everything to associate himself with a switch knife. A switch knife murder. A moment after the murder, he becomes smart. Smart enough to make a wound for us to suspect someone else. But in that same instance, dumb enough to kill a man with the L train going by. And a moment later, smart enough to wipe off the fingerprints away. For us to say this boy is guilty, we have to say he's dumb from 8 o'clock until midnight. And at midnight, he becomes smart for 1 second, dumb for a few seconds, smart again, and once again becomes stupid. Stupid enough not to have an alibi. For us to say this boy is guilty, we have to source his intelligence like a pagan.
I hadn't thought of that.
And the old man downstairs swore on the oath that it was 15 seconds. He admitted on 15 seconds, but we all agree it was more like 40.
Does the old man lie half the time and then the other half the time he tell the truth?
And for this boy to be guilty, we have to say he's stupid, then small. Stupid, then small, and so on. And also for the boy to be guilty, we have to say the old man lies half of the time, and the other half of the time he tells the truth. You can see he's going to move down. That's it. I'm sold. I'm ready to move down.
I think I am too.
I wanted more talk, and now I'm passionate. Good job. I want to talk for another vote.
It seems like there's another one called for. I guess the easiest way to show of hands, anybody can.
No.
All right. All those voting not guilty, please raise your hand. 9. All those voting guilty, please raise your hand. The vote is 9-3 in favor of acquittal.
Oh, I don't understand you people. How can you believe this kid is innocent? You know how these people lie. I don't have to tell you. They don't know what the truth is. And let me tell you, they don't need any real big reason to kill someone either. You know they get I was only trying to tell you. All right, sit down, everybody. I still believe that boy is guilty of murder, and I'll tell you why. To me, the most damning piece of evidence was given by the woman across the street who claimed she actually saw the murder committed.
That's right. That's the most important testimony.
All right, let's go over her testimony. What exactly did she say?
I believe I can recount it accurately. She said she went to bed at around 11 o'clock that night. Her bed was next to the open window, and she was able to look out the window while lying down and see directly to the window across the street. She tossed and turned, unable to fall asleep. Finally, at around 12:10, she turned around. And as she turned, she saw the boy stab his father. As far as I can see, this is unshakable testimony.
That's what I mean. That's the whole case.
Frankly, in view of this, I don't see how you can vote for an acquittal. What do you think about it?
Well, maybe. But there's so much evidence to say.
What do you mean, maybe? She's absolutely right. You saw all the other evidence.
That was my feeling. I don't deny the validity of the point he has made. Shall we say that on one side of the track there is doubt? But what can you say about the testimony the woman gave? She thought it was her eyes.
What time is it?
25 minutes after 6.
Wow, do you think that doesn't take you home and finish up in the morning? I've got a kid with mom.
Oh, man, not a chance, guys.
You can't see the clock without your glasses?
Not clearly.
Glasses are a nuisance, aren't they?
What do you do when you wake up at night and you want to know what time it is?
I put my glasses on and look at the clock.
I just wanted bed and wait for the clock to chime. My father gave it to me when we were married, my husband and I. It was 10 years before we had a place to put it.
Do you wear your glasses to bed?
Of course not. No one wears glasses today.
What about the woman who testified she saw the murder? She wore glasses. What about her?
Did she wear glasses? Of course! The woman wore bifocals. I remember this very clearly. That's not her bifocals. She never took them off. Honey, I hadn't thought of that.
I think it's logical to say that the woman didn't wear her glasses to bed. I don't think she put them on and went casually out the window. She testified that the murder happened once she looked out and that the lights went out a split second later. She couldn't have time to put them on there. Perhaps this woman absolutely thought she saw the kid kill the father. I think she saw blood.
How do you know what she saw? Maybe she's firefighter. How do you know these things?
Is there anyone here who still thinks there's no reasonable doubt?
I will always know. There is reasonable doubt.
That's what the kid is doing.
Is there anyone else?
No. I'm convinced now. There's a reasonable doubt in my mind.
You're all alone.
11, not guilty. 1, guilty.
I don't care whether I'm wrong or not. I have a right.
Yes, you do. We're waiting.
Why did the kid is guilty? What is the what?
You're arguing.
Again, my
We're not convinced. We're waiting to hear them again. We have time.
Listen, what's the matter with you? You're just the one. You made all the arguments. You can't turn on me now. A guilty man, a murderer is going to be set free. Come on, stay with me.
I'm sorry. I'm convinced now. I don't think that I'm wrong often, but I guess I was this one. There's a reasonable doubt in my mind.
We're waiting.
You're not going to intimidate me. I'm entitled to my opinion. It's going to be a hump jury. That's it.
We can't do nothing about that except I hope that some night, maybe in a few months, why, you might get some sleep.
You're all alone.
It takes a great deal of courage to stand
You
alone.
know, if we're a hung jury, there'll be another trial. Only some of us will tell the various lawyers these points.
Look, I've got the facts. The kid is guilty. He's got the bomb. He's got the bomb. Damn it. Run, get it. Not guilty. Not guilty.